Hello everyone, welcome to Artefacto YouTube channel. My name is Prasad Beaven. I've been teaching with Artefacto for the past 3 years, around there. Please watch the video until the end so you don't miss anything, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Here's my reference. And I'm just going to do a very simple scene today. I'm not going to go too much into abstraction. I just want to paint this nice scene using some of my ideas of composition, improving the composition basically. And so what's important immediately as you start is to find the main point. So this is the halfway of the paper. And this is roughly where I want to have my houses. I want to have a larger sky, and then the foreground road can start there. And so we have this car here. So I'm just going to draw in this car. So I just use the grid system to draw in this car. So there's the car. Then there's this main house up here, coming down like that. So there's quite a bit of drawing involved in this. Then there's this bush, this tree here, and I'm moving it slightly towards the right because I want a lot of more attention on this car. Because if there's too many things around here, then it'll be distracting. So I'll just move that there, maybe lower this slightly. And we have these light shades like that. And we have this tree here. And I'll extend that round, and then we have this bush leaning in there. And that's a really good vehicle to draw the viewer's eye into the painting like that. We have this shadow in the foreground. It's a really good tool. And this is the pavement. Some windows. I'm not going to go too much into that. And even some tree in there, just to give a bit of just something vertical, just to give something. And maybe I'll even include a bird or something up there. Let's see how it goes. So it's very simple what we have. I'll include this line here. It's the end of the car, but that will be merged into all that. So yeah, that's my very simple sketch. There's some light, and I'm just basically drawing out the shapes of light and dark. Okay.
If you're interested and want to know more about watercolor techniques and the principles of painting, please register for my online workshop, Rhythm and Flow. You can do so via the link in the bio, and there we'll produce some fantastic paintings and we'll have a great time together. I hope to see you there. Thank you.
So, my palette. And I'm going to start very simply with, I hope you can see it okay. I'll start. So I have some blues, some cobalt teal. Maybe even before you begin now, if you're going to start painting outside or wherever, now would be a good time to just close your eyes and say, I'm not the doer, you do everything, and just surrender it. Surrender your compositional ideas, your decisions about this and that, and let it unfold and go on a journey with it, I guess. Let's start with the sky. In this painting, there is a clear process, so it'll be, hopefully, should be easier to follow. And what I've done is the first wash was with more pigment, and then as I went down, I just added more water, less pigment, and that gives a natural gradient of more blue at the top and less blue, and that naturally gives an appearance of warmth to cool, because the paper is neutral, but because the color is cool, it makes it appear warmer where there's less of it. Plain. And now let's get into some of this these houses. Let's just cover all this. And all that, like so. And as I move down, so I'm just putting the first wash. I'm putting in the wash of this tree here. And I'm actually controlling the amount of water that's on the brush quite a lot. There isn't too much water. Normally I paint with more water, but this time it's a little bit more controlled. And then we can come right across this car shape. And like that. Just going to use a smaller brush just to get that area in there. Okay. I'm slowly moving down. I'm working quite fast because I don't want it to dry. I want it to all be quite wet. And then this, I want it all to be one nice shape merged together. And that is my first wash. Very simple. So I've just basically covered the whole painting with a colorful wash of different colors. I'm going to let that dry a bit and let you catch your breath as well. And when you're painting the car, there's two ways to see it, I guess. I mean, there's many ways, but mainly the thing is, what are you going to leave light, or what's going to be highlighted for the car to reveal it, reveal its shape? And sometimes you can leave the front glass light, or you can leave the bonnet light. And I've decided to leave the bonnet light and that a shade darker. In general, I use soft pencils, which is like a B, and then like a 4B is a really nice pencil. So I prefer softer pencils because they're better for covering larger shapes. I read a book about colors, and it was a lot about the transparency of watercolor and appreciating that. And I've kept some of them. For example, my main colors are, can you see my finger? Yeah. You can see, yeah. So my main color is this rose madder genuine, which is transparent cool red. Then I use aureolin or lemon yellow or Windsor yellow. Any yellow that looks nice, I think it's good enough. And then cobalt blue is a really nice, good blue. And I have cobalt teal or turquoise, which is really good for mixing really light greens with yellow. It makes a really bright light green. So that's a nice color. And then the other ones, I just put in browns, whichever one's Van Dyke, sepia. I have a purple. I like purple. You can mix your own. I have a Windsor blue here. And Windsor blue is like sorry, that's ultramarine. This is Windsor blue. Windsor blue is like a really kind of almost artificial blue, but mixing it with a red gives you alizarin crimson, maybe gives you a really nice purple. But if I have the purple already there, it saves me a bit of time. So then I have some greens, olive green. I'm not sure which greens these are, to be honest. They're very dark ones, but yeah, this is a bit more gray than green, and this is a bit more green. So sometimes people, maybe I'll get a packet of watercolors, and I haven't tried that color, so I'll just put it on and give it a go. So yeah, and yeah, then burnt sienna, raw sienna, terra verte. I'm trying terra verte. I've not found it very good, to be honest with you, so I wouldn't recommend it. Maybe for specific purposes that I haven't found, maybe. Then I have some Naples yellow. These are nice kind of traditional colors, but for general painting, they're not so useful. And then earthy red, like an Indian red. This is kind of Indian red, so that's good. Yeah. So now I'm just gonna start and mix a darker purplish color maybe. I'm just also where I want the painting to be beautiful, so I'm just thinking what colors could complement the colors that we have here, not even looking at the reference. So I'm just mixing a kind of purplish reddish color. And just mixing that. I still want it to be quite light. It'll dry even lighter, but that's fine because I think it's nice to have a light painting. And then just so I'm just working my way down really. Then there's some windows and things in there, but I'm not going to get into that just yet. Let these two merge together. Yeah, it's good. And then we have this the shade hitting this wall. And I'm just mixing some raw sienna. It's like a light shade. There. And connect the two shapes like that. And then go back to my kind of roof color and continue this line like so. And while I'm painting, I'm just going to spray it slightly to give myself a little bit more time to keep the wash wet. I want it all to be one nice wash. And then I'll come in with some light shades of green, just to darken, just to suggest the light, the shaded side of this tree. Yeah. And then go slightly darker. It's still a greenish color, cool green. And then just watching this line for the pavement, sidewalk. And connecting the two. I just put a lighter shade here. Connect the two nicely there. Okay. And then I'm just slowly going down, and I put in this, just some a detailed line there. And very dark color. Maybe I'll save the darks for the end. Well, I'll put one in a little bit just to softly suggest some shapes and things in there. And I'll come on top with this branches up here, which I just suggest like that. And they can even come through there. Two colors nicely blending together. And then this shade here. And it goes darker as it goes further down. Like so. And then I'll come in with this gray. I haven't done anything to the car, which I'll do now. One thing we can do to this line is just slightly soften it with a wet brush. Now let's go into this car. Still a little bit wet. Maybe before that, I'll put in this tree. Just to suggest it. And there's a chimney. Okay. Working quite fast, but it's nice to get it all in one wash if you can. Just leaving it the wheel, the light side of the wheel. And then the shade, the shadow there. And then it needs some super darks here. Sorry if I'm covering just putting in some, dark darks. I'm gonna actually soften this wheel and just mess around with it a bit. And this tree here, like so. And let's just add some details now. Just some lines, some darker edges. Even rough edges in there. Something. something in the lights there. And I'll also add in a little something in there. So we've covered the big shapes, and now we're just working smaller. And there's like this as well. This lamppost. Got there. And that is it. But this area needs to be needs another wash, just slightly darker. Just to simplify it better. I'll leave that as it is. And so it's a lot of shapes, light and dark shades, and it's a simplified view of an afternoon or an evening in a urban scene. And maybe include a little bird up there, another one. Yeah, it's fine. And
So I hope you found the video useful, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, where we will help assist you with improving your knowledge of art and improving your skills, developing as an artist. And please register for the course. You'll find the link in the description, and I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.